In just 1 week, Nigeria went from surviving a failed coup attempt to facing possible U.S. military involvement. But what does this really mean for Africa's most populous nation and for the future of African sovereignty as a whole? Welcome to Make Africa Great, the voice for unity, strength, and African pride. Today, we break down the real story behind the headlines and why this moment matters more than most people realize. Last month, October 2025, an attempted coup shook the heart of Nigeria. Though it ultimately failed, it sent shockwaves throughout the region. While full details are still emerging, what we do know is this. It wasn't just a domestic issue. Global eyes were watching. Coup attempts in Africa aren't just political events. They are signals to allies, to enemies, and to foreign powers looking for an entry point. Within days, reports surfaced that the U.S. government was considering deploying troops to Nigeria, citing security concerns and regional stability. But is this really about helping Nigeria, or is it something deeper? This isn't the first time foreign powers have stepped into African soil under the banner of stability. From Libya to Somalia, and even in West Africa, U.S. military presence has often led to more division than unity. Many Africans are now asking, who really benefits from foreign troops on our land? History teaches us that while support is welcome, control is not. Africa's story must be written by Africans, not dictated from thousands of miles away. Nigeria is not just another country, it's the economic engine of West Africa and a cultural giant. What happens in Nigeria echoes across the continent. That's why this moment is so critical. African sovereignty isn't just about borders, it's about the ability to choose our own future. When coups threaten that, we must respond. But when foreign troops enter under the guise of help, we must also ask, are we losing control of our destiny? This is where unity matters. Africa doesn't need saviors. Africa needs solidarity.
Yes, 1 week after a failed coup in Nigeria, US President threatened to invade Nigeria militarily. What does this mean to the people of Africa? 1 week after coup attempt in Nigeria, then US President said he will send troops in Nigeria, not to help Nigeria, to fight in Nigeria. So welcome and greetings all of you brothers and sisters. In this video, we are going to connect dots on why US is threatening Nigeria and why Nigeria has a failed coup attempt. The recent reports of an alleged coup plot in Nigeria raise deep concerns about possible external influences. It would be premature to dismiss the likelihood of foreign involvement, particularly from nations known for covert operation. History has shown that some global powers, including the United States, Israel, and others, have engaged in strategic interference, political manipulation, and targeted destabilization in other countries. Nigeria must therefore be and remain vigilant, safeguard its sovereignty, and ensure that no external forces undermine its democracy and all national stability. Brothers and sisters, I want to take you back in April this year when US General Mr. Langley released a statement that Captain Ibrahim Traore is using gold reserve to protect himself. 1 week later, Captain Traore survived the assassination attempt and coup attempt. You remember that? If you're familiar with this platform, we shared what happened in Burkina Faso. And in April 3rd, Africans around the globe came together to tell US hands off Burkina Faso, hands off Captain Ibrahim Traore. You remember demonstrations around the globe in Jamaica, in Caribbean, in diaspora in the continent, Africans united to tell US, please, hands off Burkina Faso, hands off Captain Ibrahim Traore. Then, this October, 1 week after Nigeria survived the coup attempt, the US president coming out and saying there was genocide of Christians and US will send troops in Nigeria. What does this mean, brothers and sisters? Try to connect dots on these issues. 1 week after failed coup, then someone coming and saying, I will send troops to fight whom one? Are they going to fight or are going to train other people to plot another coup? And Africa, we need to be vigilant. We may thought this is for Nigeria. Sometimes these people, they shift agenda. When they want to do something in other parts, they shift agenda. Now the agenda has shifted to Nigeria. What about Burkina Faso? What about Mali? What about Niger? These three countries, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, are the main targets of Western power because these countries have decided to unite and to speak with one voice. Yes, they can say Nigeria, but sometimes the target is not Nigeria. The target is Sahel. And I call to our brothers and sisters in Sahel to be careful, and to be vigilant. Because we know the technique these people are using. They want to shift the agenda and to make others feel that they are safe. It's about Nigeria. And this issue is not about Nigeria, brothers and sisters. This issue is about Africa. This issue is about resources. If they are really concerned about what is happening in Nigeria, why they are not concerned about what is happening in Democratic Republic of Congo, in Sudan? One thing they have succeeded is to destabilize this continent. They are destabilizing this continent from the middle of this continent in Sudan, in Democratic Republic of Congo. They are destabilizing this country in the west, in Sahel. They have succeeded to destabilize this continent in the Horn of Africa, in Somalia, in southern part of this continent, in Cape Delgado, in northern Mozambique. That's how they're doing. They want a whole continent to be unstable. So, as Africans, we need to be vigilant. We need to be careful. You know, I've seen also this information. I was shocked, of course, that Tinubu's trip to US aborted. Washington blocks a visit over human rights concern. You know, you see, President Tinubu was to travel to US, but due to what human rights said that there was violation of human rights in Nigeria, US has blocked that trip. You know what US want here is to threaten Nigerian leaders, then Nigerian leaders to be in fear, then to ask for forgiveness, and of course, forgiveness for what? To ask for negotiation. That's what US wanted to do. So if you go into negotiation, you remember what happened to President Ramaphosa. He was shown the picture that is not from South Africa to remove him from comfort zone. And that's what they want to do to Nigeria. So the president's source noted that The upcoming G20 summit in South Africa is being considered for Tinubu's attendance and has the viable opportunity for Nigeria president to have talk with President Trump. But Trump already said he will not attend the G20 summit in South Africa. The reason you remember that there was white genocide in South Africa, so Trump will not travel to South Africa. So I think as Africans, before going outside and looking for partnership with others, let us come together. Let us unite. And I've been saying this many times. Political leaders, they thought they are safe because they have apartments, they have given different homes in different capitals. They are being saluted and welcomed warmly in different capitals in this world, but they're not safe. As long as you don't serve the interest of the powerful nations, you are not safe. Your country is not safe. Even yourself, you are not safe. And that's why you see they started with coup attempt in Nigeria. Then after failed, they come up with other technique. The same they did it to Captain Traore. They have done it for many other African leaders. They assassinated some of them. Remember what happened to Gaddafi, what happened to Thomas Sankara, what happened to Patrice Emery Lumumba. They moved Osage for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah from power. All those are techniques. They don't want stability in this continent, because the stability means people are starting thinking beyond. They don't want Africa to think development. They want Africa to think running away. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So, lovely family, brothers and sisters, those are just my thoughts. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm trying to connect dots on what's happening in this continent and other parts, especially to those countries with huge deposits of natural resources. Nigeria is famous for having high deposit of natural gas and oil. We know same other countries like Ghana and others. But all these countries, if they don't come together, speak with one voice, they will be destabilized one by one. They will be destabilized one by one. So if you have something to share with us and you want to add something from what you heard from me, please do so through the comment section. And if we're new in this platform, you want to join big family of Make Africa Great, please hit the subscribe button to join this big family of Make Africa Great. Also, after subscribing and joining this big family, share the video and like it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you, Africa.